Hello, I'm Dr. Barry, and I'm about to introduce you to something you've probably never seen before. These are exercises designed for the Power Platform that will integrate both the right and left hemispheres of your brain. As you know, all of the Power Platform moves are really brain and body workouts. The reason for that is the Power Platform incorporates upper and lower body movements through multiple planes of motion. And this engages more areas of the brain. We know that if we can do even modest aerobic workouts 3 times a week and give the brain variety and challenge, we can slow cognitive decline by 10 to 15 years and reduce our chance of getting Alzheimer's by over 50%. So please follow along, don't get frustrated, okay? Go slowly and have a lot of fun with this. Okay, now we're going to discuss lines. Lines are very simple. We're just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Go ahead and try this with me at home. Most of you should be able to find this very simple to do. And remember, let's have fun with this. Don't get frustrated. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And just imagine you're drawing a straight line. Okay. Now grab your platform poles and we'll show you how this translates in the horizontal position. It would look like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now for those that are having trouble with this, you don't have to bend your legs, but we would prefer that you put a little bounce in it just to help keep track. So it would look like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this also helps to pump blood up to the brain. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And remember, at any point you get frustrated, you have a pause, fast forward, and a freeze frame on your DVD player. Okay. Now, let's make it a little more complicated. Let's alternate the lines. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think you get what we're doing with this one. Now it looks like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you can even turn your head. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Until you find that that's just too easy to do. Okay? So that is another variation on the line. Let's show you another variation. We have big and small. We're going to go big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. I know, it's tougher than it looks, right? Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Here's how it translates. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Okay? Opposite hands. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Let's translate it to the Power Platform like this. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Big movement, small movement. Okay? Those would be our combinations with lines. We also have fast and slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Let's try that one. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Okay? Other hand. This one going fast, this one going slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. Fast, slow. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Next, we're going to be doing circles. Let's practice circles, same direction. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Think about it for a minute. Which shoulder is my right shoulder? Are you thinking about it? Well, if you answered this one, you're correct. 1, 2. Now think about this. Which direction is my right hand going? Is it going clockwise or counterclockwise? Well, if you answered clockwise, you are correct again. Okay? So, here we go. Circle, same direction. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Let's go the other direction. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Grab your poles. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Very good. Now, let's do alternating directions. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Which direction is my right hand going now? 1, 2. 1, 2. If you answer clockwise, you are correct. Okay, let's do it on the platform. Here we go. Alternating direction circles. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now we're going to reverse the circles. The opposite direction. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Which direction is my left hand going? 1, 2. 1, 2. If you answer clockwise, you are correct. Which side is my left side? 1, 2. 1, 2. If you answered this side, you are correct. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So far, you've probably found this fairly simple to follow. We're going to go alternating staggered circles. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here's how it looks. One hand out, one hand in, and 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now other direction. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Which direction is my right hand going now? 1, 2. 1, 2. Yes, it's going clockwise. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here it goes. And 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Very good. Now, we're ready for triangle. Triangles, same direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I always feel like a mime artist when I do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's how it looks on the platform. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Other direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to go triangles starting in opposite directions. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's how it looks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now we're going to make it just a little tougher with the stagger. We're going to draw a triangle like this, over, there. You're getting a little confused. Stay with me. I'll do it very slowly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's how it looks with a stagger. You can any way you want to do it, but here's how we'll do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now practice that one. I know that can be a little frustrating, okay? Let's try it in the other direction. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that'll give you something to play with. Again, you might want to tackle these exercises just one at a time. The next shapes we'll be doing will be squares. Squares will be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which direction is my left hand going? If you answer counterclockwise, you are correct. Left hand's going counterclockwise, right hand is going clockwise. Same direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you're getting the hang of this. Now, let's stagger the squares. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and follow along with me as I talk. You know, you'll find that children love to do these games right here. Please share this with your kids and friends. It's really fun, especially after you get your brain really sharp. And the opposite direction. Okay, let's do squares, same direction on the platform. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other direction, together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. One hand forward, one hand back. Let's kind of stoop and go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's too confusing, just stand. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can double time it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make up your own combinations. Okay?